Hot Air Media production. It is the Michael McBrine Show with Michael McBrine. This is not the live talk show that you see at True Love.
Mm-mm.
If that's not obvious to people, it is a audio and video podcast that is thrown together. There's like very little planning that ever goes in these shows,
Yeah.
but that's okay. That's kind of the way we like it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think if we were to plan out more stuff, it might lose its funness. If I can use the word funness.
That's a word.
How you doing, Sanchez?
I'm doing all right.
It's just me and you tonight.
Yeah. That's why I brought pop. Oh, that's why you brought popcorn.
Do you remember? As I'm going to share this with a few more places, if it lets me. Can I just mention one thing real quick?
What?
I sent out. Of course, I did the live show at True Love Sunday night, which you did too.
Mm-hmm.
You were there. I sent out a bunch of like posts advertising the show, and just about every local group around the Waco area I could find.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking like literally every group, like you know the Waco, Texas Rocks group
Mm-hmm.
is like the Rocks. They do the Rocks.
The Rocks?
Yeah, the Rocks. The people that paint. You've seen the thing when people paint the rocks and then they hide them around town.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Central Texas rock group or
No,
music group or whatever.
No. The you must have seen these around town. They paint rocks, and then what they do is you're supposed to take a picture of it, like and post it online in the group, and so you can say, "Hey, look, I found one of the rocks around town," and people just put little funny designs in there, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I put one on there, and it said, basically, I made the post that said, "Tonight you'll see your favorite rock stars live tonight." Asterisk, and then at the bottom put asterisk, not really rock stars, just gotta be.
Who is the international face of rock painting anyway?
I don't think there is one. We probably met him. I'm probably a friend of his, and I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. All I know is
It's like the king of Central Texas jazz flute.
yeah. So
No one gives a fuck.
that's that. So because I did this, I don't know if somebody complained or what happened, but I was banned from sharing or commenting in any groups for like 4 days after that.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know if Facebook just saw me posting so much.
The Waco rock group knows when it's being patronized, McBrine. They know when they're being patronized. They are not stupid.
You can't get one over on them.
Mm-mm.
They're Waco Rocks group. So I'm trying. It's letting me share now. I think it expired on Thursday.
Did you get a notification saying you couldn't?
Well, no, not really. I got I just kept getting a message every time I tried to share something that said, you're unable to share at this time. And then I had to look it up, and then I found where it said, basically, you're banned until Thursday. All right, so Sanchez,
Yes.
do you remember what today was supposed to be for the show?
Judging by the scale, I'm guessing it's the weigh-in.
It is the weigh-in. We had scheduled it. We had all agreed to it. The key point I'm trying to make. We had all agreed to it. The episode before Memorial Day, which of course is today.
No.
So, Sanchez, just as a brief reminder, you weighed in. You remember how much you weighed in at?
190, I think.
190. You're exactly right. 190.
I'm most likely going to be over that.
Well, tonight we're going to see who's lost the most weight.
Well, how's that going to work, man? I don't really have much weight to lose.
You and me. Let's see. We're going to contest.
I say wait on Brian. He's the one that was really...
Well, we can do it again with Brian. But tonight, since he's not here, I'm going to take the title and win.
Trey, I think he was just doing that just to do it. I'm not exactly sure he was...
Brian was at 270. Trey was at 263. You were at 190. And And I was the heaviest at 278. All right. You want to go first?
Oh, I don't have any socks on again.
Okay, that's fine. I don't have any socks on either, so we're gonna wait. I have a camera set up.
Let me pull out all my crap.
To watch the action.
I got like about a pound worth of nickels in my pocket.
No, keep them in, please. I want to win this thing.
Oh, let's see. You're gonna win tonight, cause what do I have to lose?
Oops, I did the wrong one. What? Oh. What's it saying? What? Oh wow! What the? 179.2. Whoa! You lost 11 pounds.
I wasn't
Wow.
dieting either.
Wow, I'm gonna write that down. 179. Are you at all concerned by this number, Sanchez?
Well, it's I hurt my back. I wasn't able to work out,
Okay.
so my muscle is starting to dwindle. And I think that's the weight I lost.
Yeah, that's what they say. Muscle weighs more. So.
No, it's just denser. God, what did he say?
That's just what I've heard. More.
A pound is a pound is a pound.
Yeah, but have you ever like seen like steak and like the fat is a lot lighter than the actual like the meat. That's the muscle, right?
It's just the bone. This is the meat.
What do you think meat is?
Meat.
Regardless, I weighed in originally at 278. Let's see what I am now. Let's see. I'm curious. I should have worn like heavy like clothes the first time, but I think I'm wearing almost exact kind of same thing I'm now. So I am 265. 265. What did I say it was before? 278. So that's 13-pound weight loss. So I beat you, Mike. I beat you.
By so much.
I beat you. I'm actually lighter than Brian was when he came in. So Brian, all he had to have done was lost 5 pounds. He's less than me. But if he lost 13.
Last time we weighed him, he was 230.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, last time I weighed myself, I was 260. But that was in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I think at night after you've eaten, 3 meals.
He weighed himself after he ate.
Okay, so he's probably way less than that. 230. Good for him. He was telling me his pants don't fit anymore.
Yeah. Well, he's been doing that the big one that's going around that actually works and people don't have a big problem with it. He's doing that I think it's the keto diet.
I don't know what this one is.
That's where you just cut out sugars and bread and that's it. You can keep eating all the greasy foods you want and
You just can't eat the bun that's with the
yeah, because what it does is it teaches the body to stop feeding off of carbs, and the body is versatile in that way that it starts eating your fat, and it always.
Cool if my body started eating fat.
Well, all we gotta do is cut out the
know.
breads and sugars, man.
I don't want to live without the sugars, though. That seems.
There's ways around it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I could cut the sugar out drastically. But
I mean, like you can still have your little cheat things where it's just like, oh man, I want a soda, like once or twice, like maybe once every 3 weeks, like have a big ass soda or just There's cheat days too, man.
What I'm saying is there's sugar in a lot of things, like spaghetti sauce, right?
Well, nowadays they're starting to. There's a lot of things with reduced sugar in them, and it's.
Interesting. Well, we have a lot to talk about. Is there anything on your mind before I get started?
No.
All right, let's.
No, you're gonna make me talk about that school shooting that happened today.
Was there another one today?
I think there was another one today. This time it was in middle school.
Well, I had read that I think it was Bruceville Eddy, which for those of you who are watching outside Waco area is not too far from here. How far away is Bruceville Eddy? It's like
I don't know.
like
Yeah,
30
that's why I wish Brian was here. He grew up there.
It's like 30 minutes outside of town, something like that.
And that's where him and his whole brood of chuds grew up at.
Who, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
No, I heard that a guy had went to his child's elementary graduation and he had a loaded gun with him. That was probably I don't know what the guy was thinking. He was probably more thinking I'm gonna protect myself in case there's school shooter,
Yeah.
and he forgot that he became the school shooter when he did that.
Well, no, he didn't become the shooter. I mean, like, there's no
Well,
absolutely,
school shooter.
yeah, absolutely no guns on campus means absolutely no guns on campus.
Look, we've lived around here long enough. You know the way some of these rednecks think.
Oh yeah.
There's gonna be one. I'm gonna be there. So I'm gonna be the hero.
Yeah, there's some people that get a gun and lose their goddamn mind. Like I work at Toys R Us. I mean, I was working the other day and there was this guy that looked like it looked like he was doing Bennett cosplay from Commando. Like he had the full on mesh shirt with no sleeves, had the fingerless gloves on, had a gun on his waist, black pants, and like these like pointy ass black shoes.
Man, when I think it was like the weekend they passed that thing where it was open carry was allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was working at Toys R Us at the time. We had a guy come in with a big old like Glock on his waist, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just saying, why would you come to a toy store with that? You know,
Yeah.
it's not. There's not gonna be somebody trying to rob Toys R Us at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Shoplifting, that's another story.
Well, I mean, there's nobody that's that. I don't think there's anybody that big of a monster, or you know, if they are, they're fucking crazy, and it's probably not some serious chemical imbalance to come and rob a toy store when they know there's gonna be a bunch of kids there.
The thing that gets me is how much good would that person possibly do if, let's say that did happen, and somebody held a gun up to the cashier's head and said, "Give me all the money in the register." That guy would probably end up accidentally shooting a kid trying to take down a bad guy. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
He looked like a mixture of the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Bennett. Like if you were to mass.
Didn't that guy end up being like a pedophile?
Oh yeah, tons of kiddie porn.
Anyway, so the big news story today, it might have happened yesterday, was Morgan Freeman. You've heard about this.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question about this story.
Well,
For those of you who aren't sure what we're talking about, Morgan Freeman has been accused by 8 different women of sexual harassment, either working on a movie set or being some kind of personal assistant. Here's my question. Did these 8 women just get together all of a sudden and then decide to, hey, you've been harassed by Morgan Freeman? Me too. I mean, or do they just how does this work? I mean, how does it go from nothing to suddenly 8 all at once? Does a lawyer just start representing?
I'm guessing there was somebody that was investigating the whole thing. Like, one person came out and was like, "Oh, he harassed me." It's like, do you know anybody else who he might have harassed? It's like, "Oh no, I got a list of all his like ex-employees. You might want to go talk to them."
It's just, does this not look a little suspicious to you?
I mean,
that's what Bill Cosby's defense was, is that there was a conspiracy against him and all these women were getting together. His was kind of, paper thin because there had been accusations through the past few decades.
oh yeah, everybody knew about it.
It was kind of an open thing in Hollywood. But with this, it seems a little bit more suspicious. Here's the problem. Even if it is just all BS, it's never going to go away for him. And that's the kind of problem I have.
It'll go away.
With the Me Too thing. And, I feel bad for those women if indeed they are being honest. But, I don't know. It's just it's really weird that we just go from 0 to 8 all of a sudden. Because even Bill Cosby, it was just a few women, and then it gradually.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I don't think anybody cares about Me Too anymore.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh, they care.
no, they don't.
Ask Kevin Spacey.
Well, Kevin Spacey will be back sooner or later. He's too good to be held down with that. I don't think so. They'll all come back once Louis C.K. decides to start doing comedy again.
I said the same thing about Mel Gibson. So
yeah, he's gonna come back. Mel Gibson can get away with asking his wife if she wants to be raped by a pack of niggers that's if he can come back from that. I think Kevin Spacey can come back from hitting on a 13-year-old boy.
You know what's funny is should the severity of what Morgan Freeman allegedly did be taken into consideration, or is any sexual harassment just the same level of awfulness?
I mean,
do you know what he did? Did you hear the things that he's supposedly.
I don't know. Stuck a finger up a bitch's butt.
What I'll tell you the least probably offensive thing was he made some women feel uncomfortable because he was staring at their breasts.
Oh, so he was doing gosh.
He was. This is allegedly.
He was doing it like straight on. He wasn't like kind of catch over the shoulder.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this is still, he said, she said kind of stuff. But apparently, they're saying that he would just like go up to a woman, just like stare at her breast, and just not even say anything, and just like be, just give himself life. And I guess they felt like, oh, he thinks he's a big, big shot. He can just do whatever he wants. But and the other,
I don't think looking is harassment. I mean,
I'm trying to think of the
I don't know.
The worst thing he did.
I'm not a woman though. I can't tell you exactly what harassment is to them.
He had, I believe it was like a former personal assistant. He would joke around and ask her if she's wearing any panties, and then whenever he got the opportunity, he'd try to lift up her skirt.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much harassment.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely harassment. I'm just saying. Speaking of people that probably did take it too far, Harvey Weinstein.
Well, yeah, he's
turned himself in today on rape charges. He got off on a $1 million bail. God, have you ever heard of a bail being $1 million? You have? Probably that guy who was it? The Beretta. What was his name? The guy who murdered his wife. And his defense.
No, he didn't murder his wife. He was found not guilty of murdering his wife.
Do you remember? What was it?
Just like OJ didn't do it because OJ was found not guilty.
The excuse he had was that he couldn't have killed her because he left the gun at home he was going to kill her with.
No, he left his gun in the restaurant.
Yeah.
And he went back to go get it. And when he came back, his wife was dead.
Is that bad luck or good luck? I don't know.
I don't know either. He hated that bitch. He said he hated her. I mean, like the marriage wasn't going to last. I mean.
But, so yeah, I'm imagining it was around that amount for him. Although he wasn't, I mean, like that dude, I can't remember his name, Robert something.
Robert Blake.
Robert Blake wasn't exactly a big name at that point, so he might not have gotten really good. Harvey Weinstein,
There was that guy from The Shield who murdered his wife.
oh, not the star, was it?
It was that the one main black cop, the one that was gay.
Any thoughts about Harvey Weinstein? I'm kind of just, the story's just kind of...
Oh yeah, lock his ass up, man. I mean...
Yeah. This guy was supposedly just the big...
I mean, it's a double-edged sword. It's like, yeah, it's like, I wish the guy was never around. But then again, it's like, we got a lot of that the Merrimack stuff. I know it's selfish to say that, but... I mean...
We actually have him on tape saying some pretty disgusting things.
Like, yeah, I mean...
So, I mean...
He wanted a girl to watch him shower. He's like, if you're not going to watch me shower, then it's best you leave.
I mean... Imagine how much, like, sex you get. Just imagine. So, like, you have to resort to things like women watching you shower to get you off. I don't, because I don't. I don't get that. I really don't.
Does
that sound like any kind of? I'm just saying. At what point do you just? I've had, 3 ways, 4 ways, 5 ways. I've had, one of each color at the same time. Like, at what point do you just say the only thing that's left that's going to possibly turn me on is if somebody watches me bathe?
So I've been around like a few enough useless women to not be able to understand, the idea of being sexually aroused just by them being there. Like if you're not gonna do anything, just leave. Like
it's really that's like the last thing I would want.
Yeah.
A potential lover to do is to watch me bathe.
Yeah, it's like please.
It's not, and especially this is a big fat dude too.
Yeah, exactly.
It must be like one of those like humiliation.
Yeah, one of those power play things. I guess that's what makes it even worse.
Watch my fat belly.
Watch me get under the balls, bitch. I'm not even gonna wash my asshole. You're gonna eat that. You're gonna wash that with your tongue later. Like, ugh.
I just realized I gave people the worst sound clip of me they could possibly have.
Oh yeah.
Wash my fat. So yeah, it's not about that.
I'm Harvey Weinstein. Sucker to get the movie, bitch.
So
I love the way he tried to. I love when he first came.
driving me crazy. I have to adjust the camera. So.
When this first came out, I thought it was funny how he tried to frame it as a that's just the way we used to do. That's what I grew up in the work. That's the workplace I grew up in.
It's
And then
showbiz,
he ended with I'm gonna step away from movies now, and I'm gonna do my best to take down Donald Trump. Like, oh
Oh
God, you do that in
no.
there.
No, please.
Oh jeez.
So
That's when you know someone's a huge fucking scumbag when they're gonna do something like that. That's why Kevin Spacey's was so scumbag. He was like, I'm gonna like see if I can come out. That way this could all like everybody be like more like, oh, he was brave enough to come out. Like let's forget all about the fact that he tried to fuck a 13-year-old boy.
But do you think that's what Kevin was going for? Because that's what everybody just assumed.
You know,
I think
I think Dave Chappelle came up with a good point. It's like that sounds like something a gay 13-year-old would like get into, like something he would get into. Because they're still boys. I mean, that doesn't change anything. Boys still want to fuck as early as they fucking realize how cool it is. It doesn't matter if they're gay or not. They just boys will be boys, and
we're disgusting.
yeah. So what? So what? Fuck you. I don't give a fuck you. Like any
Fuck me. No,
any
fuck
fat female fucking out there with their fucking smash the patriarchy tattoo. Ugh. Ugly bitch.
Who hurt you? So the big news story this week, of course, was the NFL
Female fedora eyeglasses.
implementing a penalty for players who kneel during the national anthem. Now, I made a post today, and I think I pretty much nailed a point that no one else was nailing. Is didn't everyone pretty much like weren't they pretty much over this? I
Yeah.
mean, like if they didn't bring any more attention to it, people probably wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think we're at the point where it's like, okay, the NFL's coming back. You know what? A few players might kneel. I'm not really going to pay attention to it. Whatever. We've already said our piece on that. Let's move on.
I'm not upset. Look, I didn't really care about the protests at all. At first with Colin Kaepernick, I thought he was being kind of a baby when it happened because he wasn't doing this when he was a starter. It was the minute he lost his job, he decided, he's like, I'm not gonna stand for the national anthem. Like, dude, you're like, I know what you're doing, and if it's, it took a while for me to realize that what he's doing, I think is genuine.
Well, my brother John brought up the point. It wasn't exactly when he was yanked from his starting. It's when he got that girlfriend that he has now.
Oh, you mean the one that got him from being signed with the Ravens?
Yes, that one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He gets a.
He was gonna look. See, now that nobody wants to get him, no one wants to sign him or anything. I do not feel bad for him. I do not feel bad for him at all. The Ravens were gonna sign him, and he couldn't keep his bitch shut. Or keep her fucking mouth. Get his bitch to keep her fucking mouth shut.
Apparently, she's the one that's put all that stuff in his head.
No, I mean like some of it needed to be said. I mean like it's good that like people in the NFL have someone to There's someone that isn't a complete brain dead asshole because when he talks, he's fucking. I mean, he's not what you think a jock sounds like. Yeah,
I really think.
yeah,
I think that he's just unfortunately had some bad things happen.
yeah.
So I just want to say this: the NFL really fucked up here. They really fucked up because they're the ones that are making a big deal about this. I know from their point of view, they lost sponsors last year. They lost millions.
Well, it's not gonna happen anymore now. That's like as soon as people are like get used to this being the rule, no one's gonna fucking complain about it.
So what's gonna happen?
Just like everything else, you get used to it and you stop caring about it.
What's gonna happen is one of two things on the opening week in the NFL is a lot of people are gonna watch just to see what happens, or you're gonna have a lot of these Trump supporters just completely tune out whatsoever. I bet. Could you imagine Vince McMahon's reaction when he heard that? He must have been like, "Oh yes, let's bring up the kneeling again. My XFL might have a chance."
No. He's already said that they will have to. He already pretty much implied that they're gonna have to stand.
Yeah, but he didn't come out and directly say that. He's just kind of being. He's like Nancy Pelosi.
No, but he said he's already said this like people of like players with the better police record basically. He basically implied that Johnny Manziel's never going to be playing in his league. Like, really? This bullshit ass league?
What's the other one? There's like an AAFL or something like that.
All I know is that, and all I know is the NFL and the Canadian Football League. I mean,
Yeah, but there's the XFL, and I think there's like some kind of AFL, not Arena Football League, but just like another type of
I
XFL
have
or
no
something.
clue.
Uh, which is the whole XFL is stupid to begin with. We've already talked about this on the show. Because honestly, if people don't want to watch NFL, there's college football they'll watch.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, too. There's a Vince McMahon has failed at everything he's done besides wrestling.
and that's the business he was born into. He didn't even like
Yeah,
do anything to start that.
yeah.
So I was thinking about this today because I went to my daughter's kindergarten graduation this morning, and this whole kneeling for the national anthem thing.
Don't tell me there was a bunch of kids out there, Nick.
No, not that. No,
Oh,
she goes to Woodland. They don't want to.
there's not enough of them over there to make a
The ones that
stir.
are there don't want to alienate themselves anymore. Of course, you know what's a beautiful thing about kids that age? They don't care.
Oh yeah, they don't give a fuck. Yeah,
They'll play with any other kid no matter what.
yeah. It's always their parents that say, "Don't play with that kid." You know, like why?
That's how I talk to my kid. But anyway,
Don't play with that little Arab kid.
don't play with. if their name ends with a Quan, don't. No, I'm just kidding.
He'll take you out to the desert and try to sell you for camels.
Just kidding. So I realized because we said the Pledge of Allegiance and we said the pledge. Was it the pledge or the? It was the pledge. I don't know if it was the anthem or I think it was the pledge. And I felt bad. I really feel for black people now because I think it was the national anthem they're playing. Because I'll explain. Because now they must feel so paranoid whenever the national anthem is played that all eyes are going to go to them to see what they're going to do. Don't you feel like this is probably? If I'm a black guy, right, and the national anthem plays, I'm going to be so paranoid that everybody's going to just turn around just to see what I'm doing. I mean, don't you think?
No, I mean,
I don't.
During that, I just wanted to listen. The national anthem, that's cool and all. I love this country. Not the biggest fan of the government on either side, but the national anthem. I just want that shit to get out of the way. Let's get doing it. Enough of this fucking jerking off. We're America. Enough of that. Let's just get to the fuck. Let's get with fights and stuff. They have 2 national anthems now. Usually on big boxing matches. I'm like, get this shit over with. I don't give a fuck about the Kazakhstani fucking
Dallas comedian Billy McBrine.
I don't give a damn about the Mexican.
He said, so wait, you guys are telling me
national anthem.
Standing in your living room for the national anthem every time it plays? You guys have been doing that too?
No, I out of habit, and it's nothing. It's nothing that I myself put on anybody else or It's just out of habit. I take my hat off.
Oh, okay.
I take my hat off.
Even if you're home.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with how I feel about it or being respectful. It's just oh shit, it's coming on.
It's just been beaten into you.
Yeah. It's just it's a lot like Catholic guilt.
I don't really understand the need to even play it before sporting events. It's unnecessary. So the other thing that I took.
I mean, but as far as go ahead. Sorry.
The other thing I took from that was, and I honestly, this may have happened once or twice in my life, but it's never been. I'm not even sure of that. I think this may have been my first experience with this. The Texas State Pledge.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I'm the same way. Because they're like, okay, now we're gonna do was it the national anthem or the state? It might have been the Pledge of Allegiance. So we did the Pledge of Allegiance. And then they turned around. They had an American flag on this side and a Texas flag on this side. Now we're going to do the Texas State Pledge of Allegiance. And I'm like, the what?
Is this a new thing?
And I was like, and people behind me were just saying it along with it. I'm like, what is this? Because I went to kindergarten, first and second grade in Waco, and then for the rest up until high school, I went to schools in Delaware.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent 3 years elementary school in Waco, and then all 4 years of high school. So 7 years of schooling in Texas. I can't remember a single time we ever did the Texas State Pledge.
Well, I can't either. I mean, I grew up here. I was growing up in Texas my whole life. Well, I did go to Catholic kindergarten all the way up until third grade.
So what you're telling me is I didn't Mandela effect into
No,
another
no, no, I
universe.
don't think
Okay,
so.
it's not.
No, but I'm saying what
I thought I had. I honestly thought I'd slipped into another
I mean,
universe.
what
And
I'm
just started
saying is
going.
that it may be different because I did go to a Catholic school. They may have like took out the Texas Pledge in order to teach us. We had to do prayers as well after the Pledge of Allegiance.
I don't know. Maybe they did it when I was a kid. I just don't remember it.
Hmm.
And they just stopped at Waco High because it was hard enough to get them to do anything. They just didn't. They didn't want to put something else in there.
Yeah, they were too busy. They were too busy nursing their AIDS.
Uh, so, you want
Yeah,
to talk about?
that was a big thing when I was in high school growing up. It was a Waco High had a high STD rate.
I don't remember that.
Well, I wasn't. I mean, I graduated in 2004
From
university.
University, from the Waco High perspective, from my class, that was the Mexican school.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
It was Mexican and black. Let's not let's we all pretty much.
And the Midway school was when you had the.
And it was all a mad dash to fuck the hot white girl. Yeah, of course.
The rich white kids who did like coke and stuff like that.
Oh, the rich white kids that used to come to my neighborhood to buy buy their drugs.
The Midway kids were the ones that were on drugs, and actually the Waco High kids were on drugs. We were on like marijuana and stuff. And
Oh yeah, we were hot. There was every day someone was getting busted for smoking pot on campus over there in university. So
I remember one time I was in the gym, and I just thought it was like the last. I was just like change. I wasn't even. Cause I don't think we changed the gym. We just put our backpacks in there, whatever, in the lockers. And I just hear like a noise come from like the showers, but the showers aren't on, and I'm just like, I thought I was the only one here. So I peeked around the corner, see some dude just smoking a joint in there, just in like the back of the showers.
yeah.
You didn't say anything. Go away. I'm like, okay, whatever. I just left.
Oh yeah, I mean like that happened similar to me, but I was the guy smoking behind the.
Yeah, it was you.
I was the guy smoking behind the fucking what's that thing called, the shit where they put all the soccer equipment.
A little cage or.
No, the little outhouse thing. They just threw all the equipment in there after they'd done with it. Every now and then they'd find like a dead possum in there, cook it up, make some carnitas. But they I that happened to me, but I was the guy smoking back there, and just like like I didn't tell them to go away. I just kind of like. I didn't even say anything to. This girl looks so fucking like just like dumbfounded, like this fucking idiot, and I just kind of like I didn't even say anything to her. I was like so high, I was just kind of like took the joint out of my mouth and did this motion right here,
Oh yeah.
and she just walked away, and I was like, might as well start walking home, man. Like,
Wow.
so I just walk off campus and I'm smoking like, cause I didn't live super far from there,
Mm.
you know. I mean, I was well done with the joint by the time I got home, but
So you want to talk about Han Solo as well?
I haven't seen it yet.
Are you planning to see it?
No, actually, I'm not.
I'm not either.
I want to see it because I mean, like from the trailers and from some of the stuff, it's like Donald Glover looks like he's really getting into the part.
I saw him do an interview with like the cast of like Solo or whatever, and he actually seemed like happy and was like smiling and like not necessarily joking around, but it was kind of lighthearted. I was like, I miss this Donald Glover. I don't like. I'm just so sad because I saw him on. You know when they brought back Arsenio Hall show for
Yeah.
a while? They had him on there. He was just like, I don't know if he was like high or stoned, but he was just so serious and just like so like. And they were like, and Arsenio's trying like the whole time, just trying to keep like an upbeat interview. It's like, so what made you, as an actor, want to be a rapper? I'm like, why do you want to be a rapper? It's like Donald Glover the whole time was like, man, I know plenty of rappers who don't even want to be rappers. Man, it's just, he was like,
Oh Jesus Christ, man! Like I always hate when people do that. Like like you're one thing. I mean, I understand you're figuring things out. You're becoming more and more awake in the world. I don't want to say woke because I don't use white boy lingo, Um, but I just I don't get it. I mean,
Yeah. So this interview was kind of cool to see.
plus he's a guy that I wouldn't if he like challenged me to a fist fight, I wouldn't be like, whoa, 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 hold on, man, we don't want to do this. Like, he'd be like, okay, okay, take my shirt off and like square up in the street. I would. Dude is not really
He looks kind of tiny.
yeah, dude is not imposing in any stretch of the word.
But
You can be as serious as you want to be, but if you can't, if you're gonna walk around with that serious like chip on your shoulder thing, you better be ready to fist fight somebody, like because every tough guy I've ever known or every guy that's been serious like that, like they've had that aura of like I could kick your fucking ass, like and he does. It strikes me as he doesn't have that. I mean, like even the
what's funny is
even his rap name strikes as something that's like just like lazy. You know how he got it, right?
yeah, he put it in a rap name generator.
Yeah, it's so fucking lazy. I mean, like,
It's still better than T to the Z.
oh yeah.
But
But
this is the only money that Solo will see for me is the little cup.
with Donald Glover, I mean, like, besides that, his public persona, everything he's in, I really do enjoy watching him in.
It's funny because after I saw him in Spider-Man: Homecoming, his character was just just overly kind of serious and all this and like that. And I know that's probably what the character.
Yeah, that's what the character was for. I mean, there was still a lighthearted tone to the character.
I was worried that we just lost Troy from Community like altogether.
Did you ever see a stand-up special where he was basically just Troy on stage?
Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah.
I liked it. He talked about using the toilet, like the fake toilets at Home Depot.
Yeah, he wasn't all about this like this power trip, this woke power trip. The reason it was so it felt so the reason it felt so the reason it was funny is because it felt sincere, and that felt like that was who he was. I mean, he wasn't playing a character. It feels like he's playing a character now. So, that's why I don't. I mean, but I don't know, man.
Getting back to the NFL real quick, Terrence Williams this week, our own pride of Baylor, the Dallas Cowboys. Terrence Williams was he had to have been arrested on DWI. They found his crashed Lamborghini. Did you see the video, the dash cam they had?
Mm-hmm.
He crashes his Lamborghini and tries to make a run for it. Was that like a scooter or something?
Mm-hmm.
And he crashes the scooter. And at that point, he's like sitting on the side of the road going, "Oh, man, I'm not even gonna try to lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man." And then he was starting mumbling something about it was his friend that had crashed the car or something like that. And he goes, "I was just trying to collect the car. I wasn't even trying to bother you." Oh my god.
I wasn't even trying to bother y'all.
I never try to bother y'all when I'm doing crimes. He just abandoned his Lamborghini. Imagine how much money.
He probably still owes on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Might just be a rental.
You think he's gonna end up being one of those NFL players who just like is broke?
Yeah.
Like 40?
If we were driving around in a Lamborghini, yeah, it broke. Once Floyd Mayweather steps away from the boxing game completely, there's gonna be a 30 for 30 on just how fucked up his life is after that.
I don't know because people that make like a lot of money and they blow it, like MC Hammer's probably the most famous case of that, right?
Yeah.
Floyd has made so many hundreds of millions that even him, I think he'd have a hard time. Like, unless like his dad or somebody was like taking a lot.
No, his dad's a trainer. His dad's a fucking like he's next to Freddie Roach, one of the best trainers in the world.
What I'm saying is his dad was like embezzling from his like.
All right. There was a whole fallout. Him and his dad just barely got on good terms. I mean, he'd have to go back and do a lot of fucking damage now.
I'm gonna look that up real quick. How much is Floyd Mayweather's net worth? Would you like to take a guess?
Somewhere close to $1 billion.
Floyd Mayweather. One of the automatic, Google pops up things for you to look up. UFC is the number one that comes up.
Plus, he's paying child support.
I don't know.
No, he is. He's paying child support.
Let's see. Floyd Money Mayweather has
Money Mayweather.
has the net worth to back up his nickname. The boxer made $250 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao in 2015. Mayweather's career earnings total around $700 million. So not quite a billion, but awfully damn close.
Yeah,
700
it's pretty
million.
close.
Like, how much money would you have to waste like per day? 700 million.
I'm pretty sure if you watched a day in the life of him, like
Yeah.
you, it would
It wouldn't surprise
it wouldn't surprise you. I think I did see one of the road to before they fought, before him and I think Maidana fought that second time, and dude was buying just random shit. He bought like this he bought like this fake ass and vagina for I guess one of his entourage. So it came in a big old box. It's like $500 just for that. But
So, should we Dallas Cowboys fans be concerned because after Dez is gone, Terrence became our number one receiver?
yeah, but Dez was slowly becoming not our number one receiver.
Okay, well, okay, that's the point is our number one receiver just was caught drunk driving and
Almost.
oh,
He's
yeah,
smarter.
he was caught crashed drunk driving
Yeah.
until he made his way on a moped or whatever. Um, I don't know, man. This upcoming season for the Cowboys, there's a lot of question marks. A lot of question marks. Especially in every team. Jason Witten's gone. Des Bryant's gone. Even, I think that
Well,
Harris
Jason Witten. It
gone
was time
too.
for Jason Witten to leave. I mean, he stepped out on his
I
own.
think,
He knew he was done. He. I mean,
what was that guy? What was the other tight end? James Hanna or something like that? Like, he's gone now too. We only have like one tight end from
yeah.
last year. And then
I mean, we should all be
I
like
think
thankful to Jason Witten.
I
Be
think
like,
Cole
bye,
Beasley's
dude.
contract runs up after this year. I think. I don't know. I don't know how that works because they always said Cole Beasley was a slot receiver, but
Hmm.
why wouldn't he just take the Terrence Williams spot? I don't get how that works.
I mean,
Because it
you're
was the
really
same.
good at. He's probably really good at playing slot receiver.
Because who was the
He's probably his game at that is probably really good, and
who
that's all he's good at.
who was the Patriots guy that was like the big slot receiver? It
Don't.
wasn't Gronkowski. It was another dude. I
Have
can't
you
think of.
have you seen his stand up thing?
No, he does stand up.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
Oh,
Really scary.
you don't want to get gronked?
I don't want to get Gronk.
I think he did a special with him. Like he's like, I guess he's hosting the show, but like he's doing his little comedy bits in between.
Oh, I've seen that with the kids. He does one with the kids. I've seen that.
I don't. I think there was
The
one
one
with
he
the.
did with the kids, it was actually kind of charming. I was
Oh.
actually, I believe me, I hate the Patriots, and I really don't like Gronkowski, especially after what he did to Jinder Mahal at last year's WrestleMania.
Jinder Mahal, like, oh,
You can't hinder Jinder, I'm telling you.
oh
No,
god.
that show looked like it was kind of cool that he was actually doing fun stuff with kids. Um, before we go any further, I just want to make a special announcement. Later in the show, we're going to do it right now. We'll do it later. We'll tease it. We never tease things right here. You will see a special clip from me from 1998. 20 years ago, I made my acting debut on film, and I've had it on VHS in my garage for years. I finally went out and I bought a VHS to digital converter, and I've been going through converting old home movies and whatnot.
I was just gonna say, I didn't want to send it in message. I wanted to say it to you, but you kind of look like Buzz from Home Alone in this picture.
You know what's funny is I had like, I don't know why, because, and you'll see the video if you watch it, I'm playing in a second. It looks like I have some kind of like Bell's palsy, like facial paralysis, because like I just have like this one expression. I do this through the whole time. Like that. I was like, it's that thing where
Going full stroke face.
it's that thing was
Full stroke
I
face.
was barely 18 at the time, and I was never in front of a camera before. And I'm not just talking about like a camera. I'm talking about like the lights, and there's like a makeup person and all this. I was just kind of probably extremely nervous because of that. And the other thing was I wanted to look like a tough guy, because macho macho bullshit. Like I wanted to look tough, so I had to do that special face. I couldn't do a goofy face, even though I wanted to make people laugh. I'm such a walking contradiction. But I'll show you the little scene I did. I actually wrote this scene too. We were told not to write our scenes because it was part of a student project we were doing at the college.
So it's just all improv?
No, it's not improv. It was like the scene I wrote out.
No, I mean like they wanted it improv.
No. They wanted an actual like script that a professional had wrote.
Well, then why wouldn't you plan it out?
Well, let me explain. So the way it worked is the senior class.
Apparently my mic is turned down.
The senior class. Is your mic? Hold on, let me test. Hold on. Say something again.
Yo.
I'm not even hearing you. Say that again.
Yo.
These headphones might be turned down. Hold on. See if I can hear myself. I can't even hear myself. Hold on. Testing. Oh, are we broadcasting at all?
Yeah, we are. I'm looking at us right now.
Oh shit! I don't think I had these buttons on. We may have just not
Been having sound.
been having sound this whole
No,
time.
he said my mic was. Oh, I don't know if he's talking about Mike. I don't know if I think he might be talking to you.
It says your mic is turned down, Mike.
There's two mics here.
Your mic is off. Okay, we've been talking for the past 47 minutes with no sound. Great.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
All right.
Way to go, assholes.
Yeah, great. Anybody who would have tuned in to see this and saw how unprofessional that was. Yay.
I think possibly the mini cam recorded the show. I don't know though. We'll see if it recorded the show.
I'm hungry anyway. It's going to be short today anyway.
Well, you want to save it for next show? Save the tape for next show. That'll be good.
Yeah, plus we can get Brian in here.
Yeah,
and
we'll see theirs. So a couple of other things. Man, this is fuck.
Hopefully we get Trey back in here too.
I'm so mad at myself for this. Why? Okay, so couple of things. Have you noticed?
That's why it pays to wear the headphones.
Yeah. What's up with everybody updating their user term agreement? What's that about?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Like different apps and webs like that you use on your phone or whatever, they've been sending out updated terms of agreement, but it's like been all at the same time, like YouTube and I think Facebook might have had one. Twitter.
I think with the whole net neutrality thing being overturned, I think they have to. Now that there's new rules in place.
That's what I'm wondering, and it had something to do with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish. Anyway, God, that makes Seth. This is why you need to tune in at the beginning of the show.
That's why you should have been here tonight.
Yeah,
Why couldn't you have been here tonight? You knew we were gonna be short. You're part of the team.
God, I can't believe this.
Jesus, man.
Nobody said anything. They're just admiring our looks.
Yeah.
This whole time.
Well, they're admiring my looks.
Do you want to know the latest? You probably don't. You might already know this. I don't know.
What?
The latest on the Randy saga that's continuing.
Well, I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on. All I know is he sent me a "I'm sorry" message the other day. Which, dude, we already talked about this. You don't have to talk.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about it anymore. We've talked about it. We're both sorry. I understand what happened. I was more in the wrong than he was. I'll say that. But other than that,
it's you taunt the bull. Who's really at fault when the bull gores you?
Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, and that's all he was doing. So I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah.
You even gave him a warning. You gave him fair warning, and he said, "I'm not afraid of you." I don't know why he said he's not afraid of you, because he honestly didn't even try. I mean, seriously. I mean, it's not like that incident in the hallway where he actually threw a punch. Mm-hmm. Or did he throw a punch or just a kick?
He threw a kick. Oh, and then he was going to throw a punch, and I popped him in the side of the head.
You should. That was funny. I showed Seth the footage from the previous Friday night, and he was like, "Oh, what? That actually happened here? Wow, that's crazy!" And I'm like, "I do the show with mental patients. What can I tell you?" So yeah. So there's that. So the latest update on the Randy saga is he believes he's found his father.
Oh God!
And I was telling him, yeah. Brian's father. We already know. We established this last week.
He goes, no, it's not that. I said, really? Because you sounded pretty sure about it.
Yeah, he made such a big deal about it.
I was like, in fact, you threatened violence against Sanchez over it because he said the person that told you that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Now he just sent me a message saying his car got stolen. If this is true, is Brian stuck?
Let me call Brian and put him on
might wanna
speaker.
call him. You know what? Let me see if I can get him on the air real quick. Let me turn on the thing.
Get who on the air?
Let's see if we can get maybe people can hear
Get
him.
Randy on the air. or get Brian. Yeah, get Brian.
Yeah, I'd rather hear the story from Brian. So while we're doing that, I just Randy told me he found his father. He believes he works with him at Walmart. Now, what brought him to this conclusion, I have no idea. It's funny because I was asking him, and Trey chimed in when the group chat, and he goes, "Who the fuck cares?"
Oh my God!
Like,
See, that's why I miss having Trey around because he's like always coming, like, you know.
Hello.
Hey, Brian, have you left yet?
No.
Oh, good.
Did Brian?
Randy.
Did Randy get his car stolen?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
No.
Oh shit! Can we call you on Skype and can you tell us the story he told you?
No, it's
Or is it one of those things?
No, I was thinking about someone he knows.
Huh?
I was thinking about someone he knows.
Oh, okay. We're not gonna say anything then. Don't.
We
spit
can
something.
actually hear Brian pretty well through your phone.
Yeah.
The microphone, by the way.
I mean, if it's somebody he knows. And,
You're on, by the way, Brian.
yeah, we're talking. We're live right now because he had just sent McBrine a message saying his car got stolen, and we'd rather hear the explanation from you than from him because you know that.
Yeah, he phrased it the same way to me. I
Oh.
was like, wait, what the fuck? And then he explained.
You can hear Brian between puffs over there. It's pretty
got
hilarious.
more of a usurped from you by someone.
Are you smoking right now?
That's what you can tell. He's doing it between
Are you
puffs.
smoking weed right now?
I guarantee you he is.
There was some legal tobacco use.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Tobacco.
Sure.
Okay.
I should get like a picture of Brian to like on the phone logo and like put that up. So yeah, is there anything you can tell us?
Big adventure, though.
Oh.
Is there anything you can tell us, Brian, about this situation? This is a McBrine exclusive.
Is there anything you can tell us about the situation?
Yeah, it's just my uncle, who also owns the car because he co-signed on it. Just decided to use it tonight. I personally think it was a pretty dirty move.
Oh, but it's dirty in the funniest ways.
But this isn't like
So,
criminal
Randy's
charges
riding
being brought
backseat.
in.
He's riding back seat
Yeah,
with who?
with my uncle and my aunt.
Oh, your uncle. So
What?
they kidnapped him too if they stole his car.
Well, yeah, I mean, they just took his only ride.
Was he still strapped in the car seat in the back?
Like a baby.
And let me guess, your mom was driving. He was still stuck in the car seat in the back. She fought him off like, "Don't take my Randy," and then he's like burned off. Is that how it happened?
Randy's lived his entire life in the car seat.
Oh man.
Wow. That's amazing. So he's gonna get his car back tonight, most likely.
He's still in the car while they're driving. So they really didn't steal the car.
Hold on, Brian. I want to ask you a question because Randy said that you weren't coming tonight because he was going to go pick you up after he got off his work. And what's going on? Why? I mean,
I just found out about this about 10 minutes ago.
oh, so you were just chilling at the apartment wondering what the hell, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've been at the apartment this entire time, like, where the fuck is Randy? And then he fucking like calls me and tells me his car got stolen.
Wow. not your
Missed the show
fault.
for no reason tonight.
It's not your fault.
Evidently.
It's always Randy's fault. Never forget that.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this about Randy finding his real dad finally?
Oh shit, dude! I saw that message thing. I totally forgot to ask him about that after he told me he got his car stolen.
Because I'm wondering what in the world has this guy told Randy to make him believe that?
Hey, I want to take a bet on just how far apart his dad's eyes are.
Like, does this guy he work with have like really bad taste in music, and that's what Randy thinks? Oh, this might be my dad.
Was it one of those "Are you my dad" moments?
His poor coworkers, right?
There was like a brief second, like when Randy did tell me that like he got the car stolen. I almost like linked the two about him finding his dad. I guess some guy was telling him that his dad's like, "Hey, I'm your dad. Can I borrow your car?"
Yeah, right.
That would be a good linkage, man. You could totally see that.
Like Randy's like, "You're my dad? Sure, yeah, borrow my car." And then the guy just takes it off with a no.
Can we play catch after you use my car?
So I have a question: who owns this car that Randy was driving?
Well, Randy co-owns it with my uncle.
He co-owns it.
So technically, I mean, my uncle.
So it wasn't stolen. It was just taken by one of the owners.
Yeah.
Fuck, Randy. My car was stolen. Your car wasn't stolen.
Oh yeah, we did the. I got to tell you something though. We did the weigh-in earlier, and what was your?
Well, do you want to hear Sanchez's first?
Yeah.
Sanchez, last time he came in here, which was I don't know, this is like 8 weeks ago, it was like 2 months, something like that. Sanchez weighed 190. He now weighs 179. He actually lost 11 pounds.
Nice.
I weighed 278, and now I'm down to 265. So Sanchez lost 11. I lost 13. We don't know about Trey or you, for that matter. But I'm told you're down in the 230s at this point.
He just didn't make it today.
But since you did not arrive, Brian, I am now the winner of the bet. Thank you very much.
Wait.
I accept this award of losing the most weight out of the group. We all adhered to the rules that we had established earlier.
I think we can go by your rule from earlier.
What rule?
It's Randy's fault.
It's Randy's
It's
fault.
Randy's fault.
It's always Randy's fault.
It's always Randy's fault. Yeah.
Wow. So next week, actually, I was thinking about I'm kind of on the fence about taking a break because my kids are now off for the summer, and I don't get like naps during the day anymore, and so I can't really stay up as late anymore because I'll be really sluggish because I'm at that age. So I was thinking about taking a week.
I'm gonna
off.
let you go, buddy. I'll see you when I get home.
Alright, that's cool.
Okay, love you. Anyway. I was thinking about taking next Friday off, but we have the True Love show
Yeah.
next.
You always gonna get a show in before the actual shows.
Yeah, I just want to kind of, hopefully with the sound on too.
You think we can get Adam in here?
Adam doesn't live in Waco.
Oh, isn't he moving soon?
He should be. He was. If I can just put his business out there.
Oh no.
No, it's not anything like it's top secret. His girlfriend lives here in Waco. I hope I didn't just like ruin his never mind.
His other girlfriend in his town he's living in now.
But he has a lady friend that lives here in Waco. So, and his son was the only reason he was staying at, I think, Copper's Coves, where he was Temple area around that time. You know, it's hard to because Colleen, Belton, and Temple and Copper, they're all kind of, Harker Heights are all kind of in that, vicinity. I almost said Vinsanity. Vicinity.
Vincenanity.
Vincenanity, yes.
Yeah, Vincenanity.
They're all in that area. So, and he was waiting for his son to graduate high school. So I can't blame him because his son would have. I think he told me his son would have went ballistic if he would have moved him out of high school his senior year.
Oh yeah, I think any kid would be have gone ballistic
Yeah,
had to leave their senior year.
Actually, happened to my older brother Andy. We moved back to Waco. It was his senior year.
Plus, like then
he had a hard time making friends to begin with.
Yeah,
and then for him, he just was especially bad for him. So
Yeah, usually when you got like you're 4 years in, you like, even the kids you didn't like before, you're kind of like you got that camaraderie of like we've all been through this together,
Yeah. So he was waiting for his son to graduate. I think he said his son's attending Baylor now. So
oh man,
so there you go. He's got a
reason.
girlfriend that lives here, and he's got his son that lives here. So it's natural. He's just.
And if he's not cool with his ex-wife, he gets away from her.
I don't. No, he's definitely not cool with his ex-wife.
Well, then there you go, man. And just leave her in the dust.
So
get over here. What are you doing over there? Coppers Cove. That's the only thing they got there is their drive-in. Do they still have their drive-in?
I don't know. He was on like some kind of like committee to like help clean up the town.
Oh, okay.
Like keep Coppers Cove beautiful kind of deal. Or he was on that like committee. He was like cleaning up trash and stuff. So good for him. He's involved.
Yeah.
So he should be moving. So when he moves, and he's told us, he told me and Dustin this, like when we were first starting up the iRadio Waco, which by the way, I think we've had our year anniversary and we haven't even done anything.
Fuck it.
I don't know. I think it's been
the nature of comedy.
It's been, well, it's because it's funny because a year ago, not only did I leave Toys R Us, I started doing the trivia nights and I started doing this show, the podcast, all within like a week span of each other. So it was really kind of this life-changing thing where I didn't know if I honestly thought at the time, I thought one of them is not going to work out, but hopefully one of these many things that are changing about my life is going to happen. But and sure enough, it's just been, it feels like kind of we've been going week to week, but it's been a week to week for a whole year now. So it's kind of, once I finally reached a comfort level, I just got the news that we're going to be moving studios. So that worked out. So yeah, when Adam does come here, I could probably get him in here. I could probably get him. I don't know. He might want to spend time with his girlfriend on Friday nights. Like, who wants to do that?
Oh man, just wait till they become complacent in the relationship, and he'll be over here every Friday.
You know what? He can bring her.
Yeah.
I like Crystal. I saw her this morning, as a matter of fact.
She seems funny.
Her kid is. Do you know her kid is was in kindergarten with my little girl. They were in the same class together, so that was kind of cool. So I'd see Crystal, and I'd see Crystal's baby daddy all the time too. He was a cool guy.
It just sounds really weird coming from white people.
Excuse me, child's father.
The father of the child.
Father of the child. No, that guy's really cool. He's like a cop. He's really cool. Why did you grimace at that?
I was like, I like cops.
I'm gonna have him come in here one of these days.
What, cop?
Yeah. Why not?
Why?
No, I'm just kidding.
Coming here like,
just
man.
kidding. No,
You know what? Just get in the back of my car.
You know, it's kind of weird for me because I'm in the situation where, I'm with their son is in my daughter's class, so I'm cool with the dad. And we talk all the time. We go pick up our kids, or whatever. But he's also like Adam's girlfriend's child's father, so it's just kind of this weird thing where it's like I'm friends with both Adam and this dude. So I don't know. Our life is funny. Anyway. You want to get out of here?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's end on a note where people can actually hear us. How does that sound?
Yeah,
I can't. I'm so mad at myself.
Hey, but the last part, I think it ended well with the whole.
We got the Randy's car being fake stolen. We got that in. That was important.
Yeah, it's good to have a little bit of wackiness in there every now and then. Like sometimes we're trying to talk about shit.
That's what Randy's good for.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
I mean, he's not good for every now and then.
He's
like when he shows up, when he's here in person, it's like, rah, rah, like, oh, dude, we're trying to talk.
Look, he's good for two things. He's good for occasional wackiness and being left in charge at Walmart, as we've established. Anyway, that's all the night. That's all the time. Well, good night, everybody.
Night. Bye. Love you.
Hey, do you want to see the video of me?
I actually want to see it with everybody else.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those things like you ever had a movie and you watch it.
I got you.
You watch it with a group of people. It's better to watch with a group of people than it is to watch by yourself.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard too because all we have the sound is these headphones. But I think the sound should be loud enough as long as everybody's not too loud. I will say this: I did this at my acting college, and I think. Because the acting is so bad in this that I may have a case for a refund. I think so. because I could just tell them, look, you see my acting here? I obviously wasn't taught anything. I deserved more money. Oh, actually, we're still recording. Let me talk. Fuck it. They can hear it.